this quick little workout is going to focus on the basics and using pretty minimal equipment. We're going to start with a coffee table, so something you can do an incline push-up on, so it's got to be pretty stable. You're also going to have a seat on it for a while, and a light kettlebell. One that you can row and one that you feel comfortable squatting or performing a sit to stand. It's only going to be 3 movements, so we're going to do an incline push-up or an incline negative push-up, depending on where you feel comfortable. We're going to do a 2-handed clean to sit to stand, and then we're going to do a single arm row using our coffee table and the kettlebell. So we're going to go ahead and start in that incline push-up. So bell can be to the side, and we're going to go over some basic things or pointers that you want to accomplish on your push-up. So you're going to start feet behind you, and I want chest over the hands. So a lot of the time when people are setting up, they're too piked here or they're sunken already here. I also want you to not retract the shoulder blades, but push them away from each other. So you're pushing into your table. Your quads and your glutes are active, and you've got quite a bit of effort happening in the front side of your core already. Make sure that you can maintain your breath here. If that's enough for you, then maybe it's just holding a plank in that position that works best for you right now. Otherwise, what we're gonna do is slowly lower yourself down, shoulders come together, arms or elbows go 45-ish degrees back, slow and controlled. You have 2 options here. You can either push back up, or you can, when you're at the bottom here, drop down to your knees, push back up from there, and then start over. So the negative push-up is when you're just focused on going down, and then you come back up after you've put your knees down on the ground. The full version is going to be down and then right back up, okay? So we're going to be doing 6 to 8 of those. Then we're moving on to our next movement, which is going to be a 2-handed clean and a sit to stand. So you want to set up where you can sit down on your bench and stand up. So test that out, make sure that you're close enough to the bench to do that. And then we're going to set our kettlebell up in between my ankles here. I'm going to go ahead and hinge at the hips to grab my bell, bring it up to here. So I've just cleaned it. Then I'm coming butt down, keep that slight forward lean, push right back up, that's 1. Bringing it back down to where I started. And we'll be doing 8 of those as well. The third movement we're going to be going over is a single arm row. I'm going to do this on an angle so that you can see me. And you're going to have 1 leg behind you or 2 legs in the same position. I'll go over both of these. And a hand on the bench. Push up onto that hand, so push the bench away after you've grabbed your bell. So this is version 1. I'm going to start here, allow my shoulder to protract slightly, so it's wrapping around my rib cage. Shoulder comes back slightly, I pull my elbow to my rib cage, and then I come back down and control it. So I'm pulling that elbow to the base of my rib cage and coming right back down. Commonly what we'll see is this shoulder wants to tip forward. I want you to not allow that to happen. So you got a nice pull back motion there. Your other option with your feet, again, was to be here. And really just play around with what feels best there. You don't want to be in too much extension here, and you also don't want to be in too much flexion here. We'll be doing 8 per side there as well, okay? So 6 to 8 on the push-up, or 4 to 6, or 2, or whatever you can do. 8 on the 2-hand clean to sit to stand, and then 8 per side on that single arm row, okay? Let's go ahead and get started. You're here. Lock yourself out, push away from your bench, and then slow. Push back up if you can. I like to have inhales and exhales on the way down, and then big exhale pelvic floor lifts on the way back up. Going for 3 more here. Last 2. Make sure your bench doesn't fall out from under you. Last 1. Awesome job. Set your kettlebell up for that clean, sit to stand. So you're just taking a second there on that bench. You're not really sitting fully. This is 3. So we're differentiating between more of a hinge movement here, where my hips travel back, and more of a squatting movement where I've got a little bit more knee flexion. Lost count there, 3. 4 more. Last 2. 1 more here. Awesome. Single arm row for 8. Let your scapula move, that wing-like bone in your back. You don't just want to keep it down and back the whole time. You want it to move. So it reaches forward and then you pull it back. I believe we have 2 more here. 1 more. Awesome. I'll give you a slightly different angle. I apologize if you're just staring at my butt. We're here. Four more. 4, 3, last 2, and 1 more. Nice. Set your bell down, shake it out. We're going to go right into our second round, doing a total of 3 rounds here. So getting set for those 6 to 8 push-ups here in that nice tall plank. Bringing yourself down. And then again, if you need to come down and then launch yourself back up, you totally can. Or you can go through that full version here. Three more here. Last 2. One more. Nice job. 2-hand clean to sit to stand. Hinge first, then more of a squat. Control your descent in that squat, in that push-up, in that row. Whatever you're doing, you've got nice control. Keep going. Halfway there. Last 2. 1 more. Awesome. I'm going to do my rows facing this way so that you can see me a little bit differently. So I'm not going to be able to really push up into this, but I can use it for some leverage. For 8 here. 4 more. Last one. Awesome. Switch sides. Last one here. I think I just did an additional one, but that's okay. We have 1 more round. You ready? If you're not, that's totally fine. Pause the video, grab some water, take a little breather. Otherwise, we're moving on to our 3rd and final round. Shake it out a little bit. 6 push-ups here. or as many as you feel confident doing. Try and maintain that plank position the entire time. Don't let your head sink here. Almost there, you have 3 more. Last 2. 1 more, my arms are getting tired. Awesome. 2 hand clean, sit to stand. Keep your knees out, line over those second and third toes. Think about sitting your elbows in between them. Got 4 more. Last 3. 2 more. And 1 more. Fabulous. Single arm row. Last 8 here. One more here. Three more. Last 2. Last 1. Awesome job. Nice little quick circuit using only a bench and a kettlebell in a little bit under roughly 10 minutes. So you can use that as part of a larger workout, or if you only have 10 or 15 minutes, there's a siren conveniently going off. If you only have 10 or 15 minutes, this is an awesome thing to go through. Get your heart rate up a little bit, use a lot of your body, especially your upper body, and go for it. That was kind of a dumb ending, huh? Yeah, well, I'm not gonna re-record this video, so I'm just gonna leave it here, and this can be your reminder that not everything has to be perfect. See you soon.